Give me a D and a G. It's the Dawg and Gus Show. It's the Dawg and Gus Show.
Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show.
Now on Be Kind Radio.
Absolument.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait ici toujours ici? What are we doing today, bud?
I know what you said. Thank you so much.
They don't.
Oh my God. Just because they're from, out west doesn't mean they don't understand French.
Oh, I'm going to go with no.
Okay, we're talking to the Blu Beach Band, half of them.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Good, you?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, great to have you. Welcome to our show. Thanks for coming. So if we get into it, how would you describe Blu Beach Band to someone who's never heard you before?
The new term that we've been going with is Canadian indie frat rock. We used to go with dad rock, but I guess that still works. But yeah, a little bit of a throwback, but like undeniably Canadian, I like to think.
Nice.
Sure.
Excellent.
Like that.
We do like Canadian.
Correct.
Now, you used to call yourself yacht rock, and now it's frat rock. Because you guys, are you even old enough to be dads? Like, seriously.
Well, that's the thing is, yeah, we like we're big fans of, yacht rock, whatever that even means. But we recently got called out actually for being like, yeah, we're a yacht rock band. And then we played a live show and they're like, no, you're not. That doesn't sound anything like Christopher Cross or Steely Dan. So we had to go back to the drawing board a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, yeah, you got to be careful there. You put yourself in a little bucket there, and they go, no, you're wrong. Sorry, that's very wrong now.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that bucket. No Brad in the bucket.
Yeah.
Where did the name Blu Beach Band actually come from?
Oh, we came up with it years ago. We've been doing this actually for quite a long time. But I think we pulled an all-nighter, staying up all night, and then the next morning when we were at the beach, it just looked really blue. And we thought it was a cool name. We wanted to come up with something that we knew for sure had not been claimed yet, because we had a band name called The Firm before. Yeah. That's what we went by. And I guess there was a super group in the 80s that went by The Firm, and they had like Jimmy Page in the roster.
Kind of a big deal. Yeah. John Paul Rogers. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
well, you know what you can do for that, boys? You can take the song Radioactive and you guys can cover that.
There you go.
That's great.
Exactly.
That's a great tune by them. So
yeah, there you go.
That's the one that I know. Yeah.
They didn't go as far as you thought they would, though. Like with all the power in that band, they didn't go very far.
I'm not sure.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they didn't, but I guess
because Jimmy's track record, right? Not so good.
Jimmy Page?
Yeah, Jimmy Page. There's that
Yardbirds.
that Led Zeppelin band.
Yeah, they did all right.
Yeah, I never quite made it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he never made that splash that he should have made.
Never broke through.
Yeah. If Blu Beach Band was a drink in a dive bar, what would it be?
Nice.
The cheapest beer on the menu, probably.
Oh yeah, the stinkiest beer.
Yeah, quick and dirty, kind of the motto.
Nice. Yeah.
It's a beer we chilled, then we put it in the back shelf of the
Black Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that's that's a Newfie beer.
Yeah. You opened it like a month ago, and then it got skunked, and now you're all you got left.
Yeah, it's the one in the back of the fridge that stayed there for a while, and now you got to fire it. Yeah.
And then you put it in a glass with a little umbrella, and away you go.
Yeah. So when we go through like a bit of the origin, obviously there's two brothers there, but you guys have known each other forever. What were the early years like growing up in a small town in Saskatchewan?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, like we all, me, Reggie, and Carter grew up around Langeberg. I grew up in Spy Hill, but Langeberg is where the school was, and there's a couple hundred kids in there, and it kind of just started, I think, with Carter and Reggie doing like talent shows and stuff. And we've known each other and be friends at that time, but it kind of came to some more when 1 year my older cousin was playing drums for them in the talent show, and he just couldn't do it anymore. Like he was just getting too old for it, he was over playing with the younger guys. So
and we forced you.
Yeah.
He had no prior drum experience at all, and we said learn ZZ Top in 2 weeks for the talent show.
Yeah, I was gung-ho to do it though. I was fired up. I remember we had a big phone call around the kitchen table. I was like, I don't know if I could do this.
This talent show.
Yeah,
it's a very big deal in Langeberg, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I was just going to say, talent shows went from there. And for years and years played like strictly covers at bar bands or bar gigs. And yeah, up until like 4 years ago, it was just like classic covers like the Eagles and April Wine and stuff. So I think when it came time to start writing music of our own, a lot of those like cover Canadian influences like seeped into the music quite a bit.
for sure.
Okay, let's go back to the talent show because it's important to find out which song you had to learn by ZZ Top.
Was it Sharp Dressed Man?
Yeah.
That or
think so.
LaGrange, one of the two.
Oh, LaGrange.
Or
LaGrange would
no,
be a
it might
tough
have
one, I
been
think.
Gary Glitter Rock
Oh,
Band.
God,
That's
yes.
actually what it might have been.
Rock and roll, yeah.
Rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
That-
So that's not ZZ Top.
no. I got that mixed up. I thought it would have
No,
actually
it's
been
okay.
LaGrange or something, but no, that was too complicated, man. It was
Yeah.
it was
that-
just a rock and roll.
Yeah.
Hitting that song, that's you can do that for a couple
yeah.
minutes.
Rock and roll, rock.
Yeah.
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 Because I would think LaGrange would be challenging as a first song
yeah,
to play.
no.
As a yeah. This beginning, yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Give the guy a break. That was the second talent show.
Exactly, yeah. Was there like a specific moment when you guys realized, okay, this isn't just messing around anymore?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know if there was actually. We started. We just like gave it a shot writing our own music, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe the real moment was a couple weeks ago when I turned 25. I was like, maybe we should start taking this seriously, boys. We're halfway to 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, fair. Well, that answers the next question. Who was the first in the band to take it seriously? And now we know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that'd be me. But we all
the
like.
elder statesman at 25.
That's right. Yes, king of the court.
That's it.
I mean, in
the
my
court.
situation though, for that, like I think it kind of like I don't know if you could say he was calling it serious because it was just such a partier when you were younger. Like I was just being goofy. But I mean, when I moved to Regina to like kind of pursue the band, I wasn't going to school or anything. I just came up and found a job and just wanted to live with the boys, and we were trying to play some shows in Regina. And so
Yeah.
I guess that was as serious as it could be. But I mean, I still wasn't. You know,
That's a good answer. Yeah, moving
kinda-
away from our hometown.
was the biggest move. for
That's
sure.
yeah.
That
Even
was-
though we're not in like New York here in Regina, but it felt like it when we
Yeah.
moved here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big transition. I mean, it's not like it's
was.
a simple move, really. I mean, you like you said, it's a big transition to go to a bigger city and really kind of pursue it. Although it was fun, I'm sure, but you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
What artists do you think shaped you guys early on?
We're big Sheepdogs fans, and that's not just because they're from Saskatoon and we're super proud
Mhm.
that they're a Saskatchewan band. But yeah, like we were always really big into them. I don't think I even knew they were a Sask band for the first little while, but
Yeah.
pretty much all Canadian stuff, like April Wine, like bands like Chilliwack. I mean, obviously like the Beatles.
Yeah,
We
well,
were-
the Beatles was like the biggest one because I grew up on country, but when I came to these guys' houses and they'd like show me music videos of the Beatles and stuff, it was like that actually blew my mind because my parents never listened to the Beatles; they were just straight country. But then
Merle
when
Haggard, Waylon Jennings.
yeah, when I heard that, I was like, "Wait, what?"
yeah,
Like it blew my mind. That was probably one for me going
yeah.
at the start there, but then it through time it is like changed. I think damn near every year, like we just collectively kind of listen to the same genres,
Yeah.
and like it just influence just kind of comes from a lot of places.
We got really into Wolfpack. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Yes.
Cool funk band that like sort of really figured out like how to be a successful indie band like 10 years ago on YouTube. And just seeing them like craft like a online relationship with their fans, like they really like bypassed the whole like label thing. Sort of like how like Mac DeMarco and bands like Peach Pit have done it where
Peach Pit.
they just go fully independent, and I think like fans connect with them more because of that, because they don't have any sort of label and they're just sort of very upfront and unpolished in their image. I think from like not even a musical side, but just like an approach to music in general, that was super inspiring for us. So yeah, like Wolfpack and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's cool. And it's also like the new way of doing it, right? As opposed to the old way where you had to get a label before you started getting bigger. And now you
Yeah.
can do it that way, which is a very progressive way of looking at it, I guess.
Yeah,
When you-
and it's shifting now. Like I think there was like a pocket in time there where it was easier than ever to get discovered because people were still sort of like it was the Wild West with like YouTube and how like algorithms worked. But now it feels like with TikTok and everything, it might actually be harder than ever to get discovered just because there's, 2 million songs uploaded to Spotify every day or whatever it is. So yeah, sort of learning every day as we go with it. I think everybody is right now.
Well, there's definitely a saturation, right, between TikTok and YouTube and everything going on. Like you're right, because like we try to follow as much as we can, and it's just like some days it's like, oh my god, there's like even for the bands that we know and follow in this city, and they're like, yeah, we got a new single out, we got a new single out, we got. It's like, holy shit, like, calm down, I can't keep up here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, we get it. Yeah,
It's true.
And the
Yeah.
single,
There might be a
the culture
saturation.
of singles, is like,
yeah.
it feels like that's like the album is almost becoming a thing of the past, which really drives me up a wall. Like by the time an album comes out, you've heard like just about every song that was on it. And I don't know. Yeah, it's changing for sure. Maybe we're like old souls in the sense that we like it the way that it used to be. And
for sure.
the nice thing about like when you had to get a record label back in the 70s and 80s is at least there was like a barrier of entry for quality. Like you wouldn't just put something on vinyl if it was dog water, if it was completely terrible.
Yeah,
But there's nothing stopping you with Spotify. So
exactly.
True. Very true.
It is like yeah. And like you say, there's so much coming out that it's hard to filter through the crap to get to the better stuff, right?
Well, exactly.
It's like,
There's a lot of filtering going on for sure.
yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like just
I'm not interested in the Drake albums that he dropped. So.
man, that's all I'm hearing about at work right now.
Annoying. When we listened, I heard some flashes of like classic rock, surf rock, indie pop, even some country storytelling in there. Would that kind of jive with what you're saying there?
absolutely. Yeah, I like the country. That's the first time I've heard that. But there's definitely like a couple attempts, at least on the full record, that was like, I don't know if we made a country song, but we definitely threw a dart at the board and tried to have some country influence because it's
Like this, one of the new songs on the album that'll be called Favors is like definitely the most country thing sounding that we've ever done. And it's up to you. Like, I'm not really sure if it is country, but I think it's definitely as country as it gets
for us.
Yeah.
Our attempt at it. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that surf rock classic country. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be the judge of the classic country. Thank you very much.
Well, of course. I mean,
Well, we have someone influenced by it, right? We have someone influenced by it.
lots of influence, but
Yeah.
I know you're influenced by it too, but
Yeah, same and the same.
you know,
artist.
other people can be influenced by the
What?
same
No,
music that
no,
you are,
no, they
right? Like
can't.
that's
They cannot.
that's the beauty of it. So
Was when you guys were talking music and stuff? Was there one album that you guys all obsessed about?
God, like Abbey Road, I think
yeah,
that's almost like a rite of passage thing for musicians. But
yeah.
we were all super obsessed with that. trying to think. Like weirdly enough, we all got super into A Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory,
Oh yeah.
which like couldn't be further from what we're making. But
oh man,
sometimes
such
it's
a
just
good
nice
album.
to. Oh, it's incredible.
like,
Still one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge hip hop aficionado, and Tribe is like one of my favorite bands all time. And Dawg will say like bands, like bands, And
Right,
what they did with like the jazz beats, and then just sort of incorporate like it's man, I love Tribe Called Quest. Thank you for saying that. And that's an underrated album, by the way. That's like that's a great album.
Yeah, one of the best.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you have something to say about it. That's fine. But yeah, it's what was the first real Blu Beach Band gig like?
I mean, if you don't count talent shows, the first time we ever got paid was in our hometown. Riley's parents owned the bar. It was called Buck's Co Tavern. He's Riley Buckburger.
Yeah.
And they let us play when we were like, I think maybe 12 to 14 age range. And they let us play, and then we had to go into the back room, essentially like the storage closet in between sets. But to be honest, we were still drinking beers in that back room. But that felt like a big deal to us. That was the only venue in Langeberg. So the first real gig would be Buck's Co Tavern.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. What was your earliest worst gig that you had early on in your days?
There's been so many.
Yeah, there's a
Like, I don't know if I can think of the first time that we like quote unquote bombed, because we like sometimes you play these like small town cabarets, and we still do just because like we grew up playing that circuit. But like even last year we played a show in Russell, Manitoba. And apparently the reviews were good. Like people liked it. But there's like 1,000 people there and like nobody seemed to care or like get up and dance. And we've just had so many of those. Another really funny one that comes to mind is 2 years ago, we were invited to play at a car dealership, like a Ford dealership. And they had us playing like the big highlight of the night to the event was they unveiled the Ford Raptor, like the 2024 Raptor, and they're like, "Can you guys play something that's like gonna get the people fired up for the Raptor?" And we're like, "Perfect, we have a cover of Thunderstruck." So we'll play that. And so we're ripping Thunderstruck. We're like 30 seconds in, and they rip the tarp off of this Raptor.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Woo!" And then like we have like 4 minutes of music left to go, and everybody just starts clearing out of the parking lot. So I'm just like, "Hey, let's go!" People are like getting into their cars. Yeah.
The Raptor's pretty sweet. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah,
You're running
that's
down the
it. When I
street.
think of like cringy gigs, that's definitely the one that like, oh yeah, haunts me, keeps me up at night.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You're running down the street after them with the microphone, still singing to them as they're driving away. Drive faster.
Yeah, well, if you're listening to Let Thunderstruck, we might lead into another question
you
later.
could.
Best this might actually work.
Might actually, ooh, good question. I don't know. When we were really young, we got a gig opening for Trooper, and that was like, I don't know, that was a game changer for me. And
Yeah,
just,
that felt pretty cool. It was just for a Christmas party for a big mining company, but they got Troopers. They're like, well, we need an opening band.
yeah,
And then we got us, but it was really cool to meet them. And
yeah.
like they were really good. They're really good to see.
I think
Yeah,
getting some traction on Spotify was another moment for us. I don't know why, like it doesn't really like mean anything like, I don't know, career wise, like you don't like make any money off of streaming unless you're Taylor Swift. But hitting 1,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and then like growing from there. It's not an ego booster, but it makes you feel like, yeah, maybe we are making an impact and reaching some people with this. So yeah,
It's still a big deal, regardless of what you're
Totally.
getting paid for. I mean, 1,000 followers is a good deal.
It's a good start.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
shows you there's an appetite for your music, right? So that's great.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into the pay for it. 'Cause
No,
it was
not
like
at all.
like less. It's a third of a penny that you get for it for every stream. So something
That's
stupid like
why we
that.
wrote a song about making no living in Iraq.
There you go. Yeah. Well, it gives you some material. That's what it's for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're waiting for that Spotify song. Like people like just dissing Spotify in a song.
It's coming.
I'm looking right at him.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
did
know.
it. I did it.
Oh, it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want royalties for the suggestion. I want my third of a penny.
Mark it
Well,
down.
you get a
Yeah.
third of a third.
I get a third of a third of a third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get a ninth.
Nice.
Yeah.
In a couple of years, you might have a couple bucks.
Yeah, you might be
Yeah.
able to buy a Jawbreaker.
All right.
Nostalgic. I
Sounds
love
all
that.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking into the future, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
An investment.
Man. So your sound feels nostalgic without sounding like a throwback. Was that intentional?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We're trying to strike a balance of like, sounds like it may be like sonically could be from like the 70s or the 80s maybe, but like lyrically and production wise, we want it to sound modern. So
Yeah.
trying to strike a balance. Like we produced this whole new album ourselves, which is the first time that we've done it. But just like from a production standpoint, like we used a lot of like tape saturation and like just emulation, maybe some vintage gear on it. So we have a lot of love for old Canadian records and old vinyl that I think it just has like a specific sound that we're sort of chasing. So yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, you gonna press some vinyl? Is that?
Yeah.
It's on vinyl. Yeah, and
All
the
right.
vinyl came in. We planned it out this time. Last time we did our last record on vinyl, but it didn't come out until like 4 months after the album was out. So this
All right.
time we
Oops.
tried to be smart about it, and yeah, we got the vinyl records ready to go.
You can send a couple signed copies up here. That would be wonderful.
This
Hell
one.
yeah.
Yeah. You blend like the I like the way that you blend polished melodies but it's kind of chaotic energy. I find. How do you strike the balance? How do you do that?
We did a lot of it live off the floor.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do much for like overdubs or I don't know, like the last record we did like everything strictly to a click track and like tuning, vocals, and just everything to like try and make it as polished as possible. And then we'd go and play them live, and like they don't really sound anything like that. So I think the idea is like we want these songs to sound how they would live, and also we want to write songs that we know we can do justice live. Like, don't record some insane solo that took you 30 tries to get right, because you're just going to get up there and butcher it if you play it live.
Yeah.
So yeah, the idea is don't bite off more than you can chew with the recording. And then you'll do them justice when you play them live.
Makes sense.
True story. Okay, I'm going to jump off and just say opinions of both of you. Best Canadian band ever.
God.
Yep.
Like, I feel like you have to say the Hip. Like, it's like pitchforks if you don't. But I'm a big Guess Who fan. That might be the one for me.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to go with, but I do like
It's a good answer. It's the answer.
like Neil Peart though. Like
Yeah,
But-
true.
I don't know, like that really.
It's the answer Gus is waiting for. That's kind of
No, I say the Hip, but I like a lot of Canadian bands. Like that.
Yeah,
I like weird. Like I love the Sheepdogs. I think they're a phenomenal Canadian band.
I know. Well, we know this.
And
I
Like,
agree.
you
Like
know-
Sheepdogs are iconic in my mind. Like I fucking love them.
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
they're amazing. They're
Sloan,
They've got-
they're a good one. Yeah,
Well, you said the Guess Who too, and they kind of Sheepdogs kind of get that vibe, right?
yeah,
totally.
Rush.
Yeah, if
Rush is
anybody's
definitely there. I mean,
Sheepdogs.
April Wine is
Well,
up there.
They mentioned April One a couple times,
Yeah,
so
like-
it's pretty
Yeah.
solid. So
Platinum
Definitely.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Platinum
Yeah, I
Blonde,
feel like-
please.
I feel like we could go for some deep cuts too. Like there's a
The Odds
Stat-
is good.
yeah, exactly.
I liked a
Yeah.
band called Rusty, which you may not know of, but that was a sick
No.
90s band from the West Coast.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I have one of their CDs at home.
Yeah, it's a great listen. There's some really good ones in the 90s, I found. Who usually brings songs to the table first?
Usually me or my brother have an idea, and we'll just like send a voice note or like a demo to the group chat, and then we'll get together. And very seldom do we like write a full song and then like record it. Like it's always like, here's the idea, let's all pitch in, add our own ingredients to it, and go from there.
Yeah.
Because then, yeah, I don't know. We like collaborating on songs. We like the process of bouncing ideas off of each other, and you get less self-conscious about a song when it's like we all slapped our name on this, and like if it does well, then we all reap the benefits of it, and if not, then we all wear that as well together. So yeah, collaborating pretty much on everything.
So what usually comes first with the song? Boy, is it the hooks? Is it a hook? Is it a lyric or a vibe?
Ooh, good question.
I feel like it's
Mm.
hook.
Yeah, and
Like-
usually we'll get one good solid lyric and build off of that. Because I don't know, I can write instrumentals all day, but until you you put lyrics to it, you're sort of just noodling around, I think. So yeah, lyrics are a hook for sure.
Yeah, or like a verse sometimes. It's like
Yeah,
that makes a big difference.
first
You
verse.
build off of it, I gather.
Yeah.
So like when we go to specific songs, so the middle, which really seemed to connect online, did you know it had that kind of potential?
We knew we liked it a lot, and like that one we collaborated the most out of anything off of that album.
Yeah.
But no, we didn't have any idea that was going to be like if we play live shows now, if anybody's going to know a song or like know the words to a song, it's that one. But I don't know. Yeah, now like I like that song.
Yeah.
It's grown on me quite a bit with other people. So it was
Yeah.
cool to see that like got some views and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was kind of like the lyrics wise, we kind of like collaborated while we were in the studio doing it. So it was kind of like a later thing for the lyrics, but like that's like that's my favorite, like a little part of what we've done together is like how we just collaborated on that, and like it turned out to be some of our biggest, most known song now, which is really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far.
So far.
Right. Yeah.
So and July again has a super nostalgic summer energy. What inspired that track?
Missing summer for sure. Like we get some brutal winters here in Regina, as you guys do in Ottawa and everywhere in
Yeah.
Canada. But
Yeah.
I think you start to feel it by month 7 of just like
Oh, yeah.
plowing through the snow through the city, and Like even God, like 2 weeks ago we got snow here in Regina. We're in my sunroom right now because we finally got a nice day here. But yeah, that was just drawing on like the depression that comes with the winter in Saskatchewan, and some like feelings of procrastination. But I like the idea of like backdropping that against like a really like poppy, like upbeat, happy sounding song. Like it's sort of like the Canadian mentality of like we're powering through it, and we're just gonna throw on a smile even though the weather's brutal and we all kind of hate our lives right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And it kind of ties in with like being a little bit self-conscious and anxiety, but then again, putting that to like a pop beat, it's like kind of fun but relatable.
yeah,
Totally. Yeah.
So it's not just like a sad song, but it's just like just being like little self-conscious, goofy, kind of like fun though.
yeah, self-aware.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great.
Well, it's going to resonate because most of us deal with this every year. So
I felt this winter was really long for some reason.
I just got so tired of cleaning off my vehicle every day. It was just driving me absolutely bananas.
Yeah,
I have a
us
long
too.
driveway too. Long driveway. It's not fun.
That's the nice thing about a seasonal song. It's like Mariah Carey gets a bunch of radio play every year with "All I Want for Christmas Is You." It's like
She's living good off that song. That's for sure.
That's right.
That's
Every
it.
time we hit the dead of winter, the July again's gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be the song of the winter next.
That's it.
Which song best represents you guys right now?
The new one, I think, Rock Band.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard that one, but it's it's a silly song, and kind of like it sounds like an old, like almost like stadium rock song, but it's also kind of like making fun of like rock and roll tropes. Like I've said this before, but it's like the majority of rock bands, the experience is not like leather jackets and groupies and like I don't know, just like it's not cool basically. And we wanted to write a song that was like representative of what the modern touring experience is, and it's like getting paid and drink tickets and pizza and like getting your jacket stolen in the middle of you playing your set, and but just these very like unsexy things about rock. So yeah, I wanted to write a.
Who says pizza's not sexy? Pizza's sexy.
Pizza's very sexy. Getting your jacket stolen, not so much.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
You're right. Pizza, nothing wrong with that. We're not complaining
never.
about getting pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any song you thought would flop but ended up being a big crowd favorite?
Yeah, actually, the last song on the album is called Bacon, and like about halfway through it, we've got this like chant that we do. It's a call and response where we go ziggy zaggy ziggy zaggy, and then the audience goes oi oi oi, and we did it as like a joke the first time, but that has been like that's become
That's a stick.
it's
like,
a tradition, yeah. And
That's
we were
great.
like laughing, like we thought it was the stupidest thing in the world, but yeah, it's resonated
Now
now.
it's just an anthem.
Nice. Very good. Okay, you just robbed a bank and you're in the car and there's a song that you could play. Which song is it? One song that you're driving away to.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
Nice.
Very good.
That one though.
Like Radar Love.
Well,
Another good one. Yeah, that's a positive drive. What about you, Gus? What do you got this week?
I'm feeling like I think Tribe Called Quest is in my head. So
There you
I'm
go.
gonna
Do it.
Ooh,
We got the jazz.
Okay.
I like
And
that.
of course, whenever you mention April wine, I got to say something. So Crash and Burn, April wine.
Nice.
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 Oh, those are good boys,
Yeah.
boys. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Because Dog's favorite band is April Wine.
Yeah.
So that's
Is that right?
Oh, sweet.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yep. I
Right
have
on.
been for years and years. Not anymore. Well, I'm still a fan of them, but it's a tribute band now in my mind.
Yeah,
That's
Sorry.
Yeah.
Those.
No Miles Goodwin, no Jerry Mercer, the boy. No, it's not Maple Wine anymore. To me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
a lot.
We know.
How many
Okay, you can
original
select
members
them.
do we have at this point?
None.
None left.
Is that right?
Brian Greenway's still with them, but he joined a few years into the band. He joined at the same after Jerry Mercer, or did he come with Jerry Mercer from Mash McCann? Anyway, yeah. So Brian is probably the closest thing to an original member in that band right now. So
That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Jerry's-
the same thing with a lot of those
Yeah.
legacy Canadian bands.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
when you guys played with Trooper, it probably wasn't the original lineup.
I think we caught maybe the last one
Was
of the
Ray
last
Maguire-
shows ever
Was
with
Ray Maguire and everybody?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
but they already were bringing in the young guns, and I think
I have
they
a
were doing a
question.
decent amount of the heavy lifting in the live show as well.
Exactly.
I have a
Yeah.
question about that. So say April Wine, like they shouldn't like, do you think that a band that loses members should continue? Because if you think of the Tragically Hip, there's like no chance that they go on
Yeah.
without Gordy, right? Like,
Right.
or does it matter? Is it more of a plug and place for certain positions of the band? Whereas a leader like Gord was, you can't ever replace somebody like that. What do you guys think?
That's such a good question. In some
Yeah.
cases, maybe like, yeah, you're right. With like somebody like the Hip, like it would just be, he's so iconic and like there's nobody like him. And I think he was like the heart and soul of the band through and through. But then again, like, I don't know, Linkin Park, right? Just recently replaced the singer after like a 10-year hiatus. And from what I've heard, like
Yeah, she's
they're
great.
not trying
Yeah.
to redo what they had before. They're doing something fresh
Yeah.
and innovative again. So like, I think, yeah, if you play your cards right, absolutely you can carry something on if the drive is still there.
I don't know. Personally, like, I feel like it's definitely not going to be the same to me. Like, that's just
No.
without a doubt. But like, I guess it's kind of like, I don't know if they're just doing it like because they're actually like, just we need to keep this going, or if it's like, well, we can make a lot of money off this still.
Right.
We could just milk this till it's like, okay, well, everyone's over it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, feel like you can see both sides to that. So I don't know if I have a for sure opinion on that yet, because like,
Yeah.
That's
It's
a tough one,
what's
like
the intention with it?
yeah, right.
Is
Like,
the question.
and that's one
Well,
thing too. They sound really bad. Well, then it's like, God, then you're just tainting it. It's like, you should have just
Yeah.
left it where it was.
exactly. Well, let's ask probably the biggest fan out of the four of us here. Just turn it back on you. What would you do? Would you go see some reincarnation of the Hip? Honestly, would you?
No.
No. So there you have it.
Well,
I
yeah.
I truly could not. I like a lot of their sub bands. Like we've seen them play separately. I've seen the Strippers. That's a great band. Like they're
Yeah.
you know, Johnny plays on the Strippers and he's a phenomenal. You know, Baker comes on and he's a phenomenal guitarist and he's got a band called the Strippers and it's like, okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Hip itself, like that collective group is the key. And obviously Gordy's ability to just bring the crowd right in. Like he was just like you
Exactly.
said, the heart and soul. People love the Hip. Don't get me wrong, but people really love Gordy, you know, and that's
Right.
like it's hard to do one without the other, in my opinion. But and same with Led Zeppelin. Like when John Bonham died, they were like, that's it, you know. And then except for the O2 when they did the O2
with
dome
Jason with his son.
but
Right.
you can't really like they probably thought the same thing. They're like, well, we're not the same band, so I don't think we can continue. You know,
And if you look at bands that knew when to call it quits, like all of the greatest acts in the world, like they cut it off at whatever, like the Beatles played for 7 years together. And I think that's a big reason that they're still renowned and loved the way that they are, is because they never fell off. Like you cut it off at the peak and you'll always be seen at your peak for the rest of the time. So
it's true. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like in
I agree
sports.
with
So like if you win the championship and you're older, you might as well just leave.
Yeah.
You know, like
go out on top, baby.
Go out on top,
Go out on
right?
top.
And it's like, yeah, it's interesting.
It's like Conor McGregor and fighting. Like now he's just a complete nut job, and it's like, wow.
True.
Well, he always was, but we just didn't see it, right? Like the way that we see it now.
Exactly. That's we see.
And like it's like GSP. Say GSP was like one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, and he quit when he was supposed to quit. Like he was like, I've done everything I can here. I'm going to move on, you know? And like people say, why don't you come back? And they offer him all this money. He's like, no, I'm good. You know, like I don't want to go beat the shit out of myself for you know, $20 million. Like sure, it's a lot of dough, but what's my head worth?
Takes a lot of maturity to do that, I think.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think I agree with that too. It's maturity, and it's also like your ego doesn't get in the way at all. It's like you don't show any ego. Like musicians tend to do that sometimes, but every profession does it. But like, you know, like a musician that say like Foreigner, we saw Foreigner, but
We did.
but they're not the same band because it was just the one guy that was the main character, who was the older guy.
Yes. Mick Jones.
Mick Jones, and he wanted to keep the band going because he wanted to make money, and they do that, right? So that's ego, you know, in my opinion. So Yeah.
And
Well,
you
and
can
the
kind
need
of
to,
feel
but
that.
sometimes it's a need to play too, though. Like they just need to be out there doing this.
Which is fine, but you can start another project, you know, and you could
But
actually put your name behind it and build a.
Are you going to draw
format.
people out as Mick Jones? No, you're not. You're going to draw them out as Foreigner.
That's fair. Yeah, but that's ego again. Like, right? It's all about the cash.
Yeah. And Lou Gramm and Kelly are not the same. Like Kelly is awesome, but Lou Gramm is Foreigner.
That's right.
The voice.
Yeah.
For me.
Agreed.
Again.
Same thing.
Using that name though. It's like,
I think we've accomplished what we needed to accomplish there.
Excellent. So we're done.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You guys have built like a lot of this yourselves. Obviously, the videos and touring and branding and content. How important has that DIY mentality been?
That's everything to me, honestly. Like, yeah, like I don't know if it's because like I'm a bit of a control freak or what it is, but like even sometimes we'll try and like delegate, like get somebody else to edit a music video or something, and we always just end up doing it ourselves in the end, just because I think we have like a specific vision of what we want our band to be presented as and like the lens that we want to look through. We're really like we love shooting on like old video cameras, like. We use the camera that my parents shot, like my home videos of us, me and my brother, when we were like growing up. We use that for a lot of content and videos still, just because we like the look of it and the nostalgia thing again. But yeah, like it's important to us that people know that like we're not outsourcing any of this stuff, and it takes a lot of like effort to do these things ourselves. But I think it's paying off so far. Like we have kind of crafted like a specific vibe, if you want to call it. So yeah, it's huge to us.
Great.
It's a process, man, because I was an extra in a video yesterday for a local band, and just the process of what they had to do, like to put the parts of the video together, like we were there for 6 hours. And they weren't finished, but we did 6 hours worth of stuff where we were in the crowd cheering and stuff. But the band played, we did this. There's another part. And it was like, holy crap, man, this is a lot.
Yeah. So imagine doing it yourself.
Yeah, and like you guys are doing. They hired somebody
with like a Sony HD camera from I guess you'd be say the 2000s because these guys are young. So
yes, they are.
Yeah.
I was going to go on that, but you go ahead, Doggy.
Okay. Did growing up in Saskatchewan force you to become more self-sufficient
creatively?
I think so. Oh yeah. You sort of have to make work for yourself around here, especially like growing up rural. Like we had, I think it was population like 1,200 in Langeberg where we grew up, and so you end up like playing shows where shows really aren't meant to be played and stuff like that. So yeah, I think. Moving away, like we got a bit more of a like community sense and like being a part of a music scene here in Regina. So maybe not so much anymore, but definitely in the beginning, like sort of on your own. Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, it's true. They didn't even have phones; they had to use a Sony HD video camera.
Yeah.
So you've been grinding pretty hard across Canada. What's the reality of indie touring people don't see?
It's really tough to market yourself into a town that hasn't heard of you before. And again, that's kind of that saturation thing. Like there's just a lot of things, a lot of barriers you have to break through to get yourself onto someone's Instagram feed at this point. But from our experience, we've had a really good time doing it. And a lot of it ends up being like boots on the ground stuff. Like you have family members in a city, they'll tell people about it, and that sort of kickstarts things. And like even like walking around, like when we were in Montreal touring with a band called Nick Stone from Vancouver, Nick Stone and the Gems, we played a show on a Monday night, and the way that we ended up getting people out for that was just like walking around, like playing guitars and handing out posters, kind of like the old days. Like it's really interesting. But like there is these communities of like music lovers everywhere you go. Like you just got to figure out how to find them. We played in Ottawa actually at the Rainbow Bistro like just over a year ago. Yeah. Cool venue. Really cool venue, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, they've done a lot of investing into that.
Yeah,
because they put in a new sound system that cost a lot of dough. So they've done some nice things there.
They revamped it, took out some stuff, made it a little bit the acoustics better and stuff. Yeah,
it almost left us too. It was almost
we almost lost it,
but that would have been a real it would have been big loss.
Very close.
Yeah.
But, was that like a COVID thing that they almost lost
and then they found funding for it. Like it was basically this, hey man, we got to save this place, and then people just came out and
all own it
that's
now.
also when the community sold up for stuff like that though. Like I'm sure it was well rallied to keep that around.
Absolutely.
Had to, like some of we love live music, so to have it, you have to have the venues, and then without the
And it's
venues,
iconic too, right? There's
iconic.
some
So many
huge,
people.
some huge blues artists
Stevie
that
Ray
played
Vaughan
there.
played there.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, it's
Is
crazy.
that right?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Like some big
That's
names.
crazy.
back
I
in the
didn't
day.
know that.
Wow.
Stevie Ray. I feel like some of the big, like Muddy Waters was there. Friggin'
Jeez.
BB King was there.
They all played Barrymore's too.
Yeah, Barrymore's. So another place we need to save, but it's in rough shape.
It's in disarray.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Oh, no.
What city surprised you the most when you guys were touring?
Montreal was an eye opener for us,
that
just
was
because.
amazing.
Yeah, anytime you play a show on a Monday, like at least for us, we went into it thinking like this is gonna suck. Like that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Montreal, we had one of our best shows the entire tour on a Monday night there. And I guess that could just be because it's so densely popular there, or populated. But it also felt like, yeah, there was just such a good music scene there, and people that were willing to go out any night of the week at any time to go watch live music. So Montreal shocked us, and there's a few other spots along the way. But
Yeah.
I think the guys that we were touring with, Nick Stone and the Gems, I think they were shocked by how good Saskatchewan was when we played these like hometown shows. Like we had some crazy packed nights for them, and I think people maybe don't realize that Saskatchewan has like this crazy music scene.
No,
yeah,
it's great.
like really honest, like the amount of people that we had for O'Hanlon's, this bar that is very popular in Regina. Like we had it packed down to the street, and it was already full inside. Like that was a really, really cool feeling to have like lots of people come out for that, and definitely, yeah, like it showed Nick Stone and the Gems. I was like, yeah, everyone's got to come down here more. Like
Yeah, if you
it's
pull
really
up to
cool.
Saskatchewan, people will show up for you.
Yeah.
In the summer, right?
In July.
Yeah.
If they
No,
can physically
yeah.
get to the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Montreal's good for that though too. Like, and it's cool to hear that. I love hearing that Saskatchewan's good. Like Regina's a pretty bumping city apparently. So
Apparently, we've
Yeah.
just been told.
we've
Yeah.
just been told.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Any
Down here.
any legendary road stories yet?
not really. We're
Yeah.
kind of like the lamest band of all time on tour. I mean, it was kind of insane when, again, about that band we were touring with. At one point, they were hauling a trailer, and I think we were going from Calgary to Lethbridge, and a tire like flew off of their trailer while they were driving it, and they like watched the tire like pass them on the highway, which is
Jet.
insane. Just like one of those things you hear about from like other bands. But I don't know if we've had any like crazy road stories yet. A lot of like characters you run into in every city that we'll
Yep.
never forget about. But hopefully the crazy stories are yet to come.
Yeah.
Nice.
Safe, crazy stories.
I did
guys.
say yet, so
Yeah.
that's good. I did
And-
add.
Yeah.
But safe,
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, safe crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
safe crazy.
We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's no fun unless there's an injury, right?
Yeah.
And so No Guff feels bigger sonically and more confident. Did it feel like a level up for you guys?
Yeah. Are you talking the new one? Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure,
no
I
gu-
think.
no guff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Guff, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I don't know, for us, if we hope it is our best work yet, and it was the most time we've ever poured into an album. Like I think just about 2.5 years we spent on this record, and that's because partially, we recorded it ourselves. We got to spend as much time, like waited until we got the exact right take that we wanted, and made sure that we were all happy with it. Everybody thought that they did a good job on each track, and there was no rushing it. And then I got to lose my mind essentially for a year mixing the thing myself.
Yeah.
So, which hopefully pays off. By the time you hear a song 100 times, it just sounds like mush. So
Yeah.
it's tough to say, but I hope it is the biggest thing that we've done sonically. Yeah.
What did Riley McLennan bring to the project?
So that was the last record that we did, but
Yeah.
incredible producer. He's, I don't want to say a nerd, but he is like, he understands music recording and just like music software to a degree that like I haven't seen many people understand it. And he's another person that's willing to, dive in and lose his mind a little bit. I think you have
Yeah.
to go a little bit insane to get to that point with a recording. So incredible
cool.
producer.
What's your guys' take on the Canadian indie scene right now?
Thriving.
Yeah, I think it's thriving.
I think
I
we're
agree.
showing up America. I think we're showing up the States in a lot of ways. A lot of the trends that have been set in the past 5 to 10 years are like a lot of the stuff is coming out of Canada. Like again, you draw it back to like Mac DeMarco. who's probably like one of the biggest indie things to ever happen. And yeah, like that's just 5 hours down the road from us, Edmonton, Alberta. And yeah, just like a lot of innovation. I think Australia and Canada have a lot of similarities
Yeah.
in that sense. Like Australia also is producing some of the most groundbreaking indie music like King Gizzard and Tame Impala and stuff like that. But yeah, thriving. Super proud to even be a part of it a little bit.
I
I
feel
would
like
totally agree.
Canadian music is just like, and it personal opinion, like it's just, but I think Canadian music is a lot more like genuine. Like it sounds like it's a lot more like, I don't even know the words for it, like hopeful, but it just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
It's
It seems
authentic.
like it's a lot more authentic. Yeah, like
Mhm.
it sounds like it's just, I don't know, better.
It's more diverse, you know, like there's a lot of
Yeah,
genres that are coming out of different indie projects that we've been talking to people about, and it's fun to see because we kind of we see it even in just Ottawa, and now that we've talked to some people all over Canada, there's micro micro indie vibes from everywhere. So it's kind of like
It's awesome.
it's cool to see, and you're right, it's authentic. It's kind of I feel like everything from the States right now, they're very country oriented right now, which is cool. I love
yes,
country
exactly. Absolutely.
in the States, but not much else. You know, like I don't find that there's anything really coming out that's rocking and kind of like a rock band really that's coming out. That's really kind of getting me into all the feels, you know?
Well,
I
we'd have to
agree.
probably go sit in a city down in the South or down in the States and go, okay, so what's your scene down here look like?
Yeah. And then
Right.
You know,
kick us
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
because we're
and
Canadian.
because they'll kick us out because whatever,
We're Canadian. Canadian.
because we're Canadian, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to do a little rapid fire?
Let's do some rapid fire. Yeah,
Let's go.
we've already
Sure.
did this one, but we'll do it again. Favorite Canadian rock band or band?
I'll
Sorry, not
stick
rock. Just band.
Yes, too.
Yeah, I'll stick with hip.
Okay.
All right. The best touring snack.
Beef jerky.
I'll have to say just Boston pizza. Or even a snack.
Nice.
Shout out to Boston Pizza. Sponsor.
Hey guys, the best one album that you would save in a fire.
Ooh,
Oh God. Asia by Steely Dan.
Nice.
great choice. Wow.
I'd say Highwayman at the Nassau Coliseum.
Woo.
Fantastic.
Fantastico. Yeah.
Love that. I love that choice as well. Most underrated Saskatchewan artist.
I'm gonna say the Moon Runners.
That's a good one. I feel like actually I like that one.
Yeah.
They're
okay.
very
All right.
Check out the Runners if you guys have never heard of them. They're
I
phenomenal.
just wrote it down.
Wrote her down, but
Yep.
Right on. Nice.
Dream Festival slot or
Oh.
Dream Festival.
Jeez, that's a really good question. I don't know. I've never even considered that. There's a big one in BC. I'm forgetting the name of right now. Let's go with something crazy. Lollapalooza.
There you go.
Yeah, honestly, like the
Yeah.
States somewhere in like this, like for some reason, it seems like the States with their festivals are just like ridiculously big. Like
Yeah.
there's like so many people and so many ears that could listen to some
Mhm.
music that I like. It's like
Yeah.
that'd be
Throw it
such
out
an
there, boys.
put it out in the
Put it out in the universe.
buddy.
Yeah,
Right.
keeps
Mhm.
Blues Fest, baby. Ottawa Blues Fest. That's a good one that you can come
Yeah.
to.
okay.
Biggest influence outside music.
Outside of music,
Your biggest
Whoa.
influence.
I really like. I don't know if you're familiar with Tim Heidecker. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Really, really fascinated by that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about him, but yeah, if I'm talking outside of music, yeah,
Nice.
I've seen everything that guy's ever done. He had a show called Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job back in the day, and he's just been making the funniest stuff ever since.
Yeah, it's so good.
Or
Nice.
Tim Robbins.
Yep. Most likely member of the band to be kicked out of a hotel.
Probably me.
Back the bus up.
Yeah, exactly. Watch out for the wheels. Song you wish you wrote.
I wish I wrote.
Sailing by Christopher Cross.
Good tune.
Iconic.
Serious by the Alan Parsons Project.
There we go.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vinyl or streaming?
Vinyl.
Final. Yeah.
100%. For so many reasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's more important, great songs or great branding?
Oh God. You can't have one without the other, I don't think.
Great songs though.
Yeah.
I feel great songs. Like that's at the end of the day for someone to actually
But you want to hear the great songs.
I guess like that's
That's the thing is you don't have
like Nick Drake. Like is that an example?
well, maybe.
But
I don't know.
no, like obviously he's popular now, but before he was like
Yeah, you're right.
on, like he didn't have the great songs,
He'd
but he couldn't
probably
get it out.
still be with us if he had
Yeah.
great branding. That's a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. 80s or 90s.
What's the
Yeah.
biggest What's the biggest goal for Blu Beach Band over the next couple of years?
You forgot the big question.
Keep making
I
music.
can do that next.
Yeah, keep making music. We'd like to start touring more and making music more often. I think we've figured out we've got a good system now that we can make albums more efficiently and faster. We'd like to get to the point where like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard put out like for a while there, they were on such a tear where they were doing like 4 albums every year. I'd like to get to that point, just stretch myself so creatively.
Yeah, it's pumped up.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
like
cool.
to play at a big festival somewhere though, like
There you
big
go.
crowd.
Ottawa Blues Fest.
Big festival.
Oh, it's pretty
Because
big.
Lollapalooza is not bigger than
That's
Blues Fest, is it?
It's pretty big. We ask everybody the same question at the end. 80s or 90s is a decade of music.
God. I'm going to go with the 80s.
80s, nice.
Yeah, it might have to be the 80s. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's
Well,
strictly
with-
not a Nirvana guy,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. When they threw out all the Canadian bands, they were pretty much big in the 80s. So
Yeah.
Pretty big 90s.
not the ones they talked about, though, except for that tragically hip fella.
They were 80s too, though.
Yeah.
I know, that's when they started.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah. Okay. So any upcoming tour dates you want to plug?
Yeah, I mean, nothing really in your guys' neck of the woods, unfortunately. Hopefully soon. But
We're countrywide, baby. We're countrywide.
all right, well then,
Yeah.
okay, tour starts in Kelowna. We're doing a bunch of BC dates and then Alberta dates, and then we're making it back to Saskatchewan. But yeah, Kelowna, June 12th, and then follow the Instagram from there, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just find out. We have the page on there that says all the dates and find that Blu Beach Band on Instagram.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, follow them there. Follow them on. You guys have a Facebook page too?
YouTube.
That's right. Yeah,
YouTube. For all your wonderful
yeah.
videos. Yeah.
Get that YouTube going. Get that YouTube money coming.
Yeah, some YouTube money.
Right. Yeah.
Some of that YouTube money. Well, Blue Boys, thank you very much. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing you in Ottawa at some point, or trying to find you in Montreal or something.
Yeah, we could do Montreal for sure.
Yeah.
Except you're not driving.
Thank you guys for having us on.
Yes,
This has been a
thank you.
delight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus.